Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we want to take a look at some cats, but we're going to do it with the help of two Ajanis today. We're going to be playing, I think, 26 creatures, a few creature lands, and a couple of planeswalkers, and one of them we don't get to see that often. So we're going to start with a couple Authority of the Consuls, because this is just generally good against a few things, and we do have some stuff that benefits from the life gain. Speaking of which, we do have Leonin Vanguard, which you're probably going to see in all the lists. Same can pretty much be said with Ajani's Pridemate. We are going to play some Felidar Cub just to get rid of some problematic enchantments if possible, and some Get Lost just for some big creature removal, though if you wanted to play Sheltered by Ghost here, I think that's still reasonable. And we have Helpful Hunter, because it's a way to get some cards, and Dig to our Johnnies if we want to get those later. Of course, Sky Knight Squire, because you can't really do without this card. It's just too good. And then we start getting into the meat of the deck, if you will. The first Ajani, Caller of the Pride, lets us put +1/+1 counters on things, or can give something flying and double strike, especially if we already have some big creatures. And then if we just happen to get to -8, then we get to make a number of 2/2s equal to our life total. Don't expect that to happen much in this video. Then we have Arabo the First Fang. Obviously, this is really good. Pumps your cats, lets you get more tokens. But then Ajani, Sleeper Agent. This is one people have forgotten about back from Dominaria. This actually lets you look at your top card and put it in your hand if it's a creature, because we have a lot of creatures, but also planeswalkers. And it can let us distribute 3 counters, and those things will get vigilance until end of turn, which is actually really big. And then if for some reason it just sits around, and it's very likely we can get to 6 with this, we -6, and then every time we play a cat or a planeswalker, then an opponent will get 2 poison counters. So it could be an alternate win condition, even if things get out of hand for us. And then we have Regal Caracal, because, you know, give stuff lifelink, get some +1/+1s. Obviously, very good. So nothing too crazy here. We're going to be playing the expected lands with the Hushwood Verge, Razor Verge Thickets, and the Restless Prairies. So yeah, nothing surprising, just some interesting pieces here or there to see if we can make some of these extra Johnnies work out. Now, as per the usual, if you like this and you want to try to play with the Johnnies, at the end of the video, there'll be a link in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield, our channel sponsor, where we host all of our decks, so you can check them out and download them yourself. And if you want to buy these and maybe you want to play it in your local store, you can check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. That's TOAMagic.com. You can use code DRAGON, DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on everything, and you'll support the channel. So when you're buying some singles, check them out, because they keep supporting us, so you keep getting videos. But yeah, all right, all that being said, let's go see how big the bite is on these cats. Alright, I guess I'll keep this. Well, early Llanowar Elf is tough. I think we're going to play this tapped. Give ourselves a chance to kill some things. Mossborn Hydra. Well, I guess we want to kill that, huh? Disappointing. Alright. Yep. So that goes away. They get some lands. They're tapped. They can't take advantage of the maps. And that's pretty good for us. Not spectacular, but at least solid. So let's go ahead. I mean, I assume this is going to die here, but that's okay. We got to do what we can do. I mean, it was either play the Helpful Hunter or the Felidar Cub, so that actually we could play 2 things the next turn anyway. But looks like that's not a thing here. Interesting, they're playing Cornucopia. Very concerning. They're probably playing the Expel that makes a bunch of lands, or they're playing the Genesis Wave, which is probably, yeah, especially if you're playing Tatiova. That's absolutely what's going on here. All right, then I guess we will. We're going to go Playful Hunter here. Get a life, put a counter on our dude. I guess I'm going to go ahead and kill Bill while they're not doing much of anything here. And we'll get in there for 5. Alright, well, not a terrible situation. And this is if you control 7 or more lands, I think. No, this is the different one. When you play a land, you draw a card, gain a life. Alright. You got it, fam. She big. Play this. So now that flies. Gain a life, attack. probably going to end up just blocking with the Helpful Hunter, probably. But if they have anything that puts lands into play here, we're pretty cooked, I imagine. Okay, just Nissa. I say just Nissa, like that's not doing anything. But all right, so we drew Ajani. I think I want to just pay full price. Try to get another cat we can cast. Ooh, I'll keep that, though. I don't hate it. Alright. Alright, get some mana, get to put counters on things. You could double the counters, I guess, with Bristly Bill. Have an unknown card, and get to gain some life. So yeah, lots of things happening here. Sure, these... Actually, what am I doing? This and this are blocking. Alright, opponent's at 12. We can activate one land, that's 3. Well, that's the only one that flies. So let's go ahead and just look and see what else is on top. Ugh. That's not what we want. Well, that's a whole different problem now, isn't it? I guess we attack? In the turn? I don't know how we're even in this game. I feel like our draw was so bad, all things considered. Like, yeah, those get pumped up. You got it. Yep. Do your thing. I mean, I almost want them to attack with stuff and have Ajani die here, honestly. Instead of attack us. Bramble Familiar. Alright, I'm going to gamble here and just kill this. Because it's the biggest thing. Alright, they got an Overlord of the Hauntwoods. That kind of sucks. Oh, they got Rampaging Baloth. Well, it's going to be bigger bodies. Yeah, Johnny, it might just suck to be you, friend. Yeah, you know what, though? Maybe not. I'm going to block. Because if it finds me another creature, or I can get like 2 creatures this turn, that's still pretty good. Yep, you got it. Man, that thing tramples too, which is going to be annoying. Alright. You are something. Alright, that's not helpful. Let's see what else is up there. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. I don't even think I can win now. Because we know they're going to get to do 2 damage, so we're at 19. You get to double the counters. You put that on there. I mean, I guess there's a chance. It's going to be real slim, though. In the turn. Opponent can pump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. They could actually... Well, they're going to play Overlord of Hauntwood. So they could have actually pumped their creatures twice, potentially. And that would have been pretty bad. But now we just have to not die. Like, we'll just activate a land. And the opponent's at 6. So as long as they don't gain life here, I think we're okay. I mean, because Baloth could be like 12 by itself. So that is a bit concerning. Yeah. That's not good. Don't know that we can survive this, but we'll see. So they're going to go to 7. Oh, no, they already gained the life for the turn. Yep, we kind of just do what we can do here, right? Block here, take 8 9, 10, 11, 12. And they're not pumping anything? Sure. And then we attack for lethal? After all that? Wow. Crazy. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Okay, sure. Why not? Okay, then. Let's go here and attack. Good news is, if there is something threatening in the way, we do have Get Lost and can play this tapped, but we don't have much else going on right now. It's pretty slow. Pretty slow. If you're missing out, I think we're just going to help you meet your criterion there. So, yeah. Congrats. You now are going to be closer to Delirium. A little bit of aggressive use of that, but I also would rather just be attacking here. We're not looking to be sitting back. Especially since we know we're going to play a Rabo next turn. If there's a chance they don't put a blocker in the way, we can just punch past. That one can't quite... Well, maybe we will. And now if we find an untapped land, we get a Regal Caracal, so that could work out. There are some options here. You have a mana open. I'm going to attack with just the Squire. So if they kill a Rabo, they're at least trading if they block here. Violent Urge. Give it first strike. Okay. Well, we weren't going to win that combat anyway. But at least we didn't lose a Rabo, so that's cool. I was thinking we might be set up for a trade there, but can't say much. I play Delirium with Violent Urge too. I have a version coming up in a couple days probably. Members Flytrap. Alright. Seems good. Placing some counters. Oh. Well, I was thinking I might want to try to get a creature out of the way, but we could also do this. But putting counters and stuff doesn't do that much here, does it? Getting a land isn't great either. This is like a weird spot. I mean, I guess if I just put counters across the board, the opponent's at least not incentivized to attack. And then we still get a life, so that's alright, I guess. I mean, I'll attack with this. I guess if they trade with the Curator, we're okay. Alright, they're just gonna block. They didn't want to kill it. Thought there was a possibility they might want to, but... They could probably make the Curator a 7/7 when they're ready, too, with Trample. Yep, I think exactly what they're looking at. Take a creature and instant enchantments. And a land? Yeah, that'll work. You have a 7/7. Ajani will be dead. Oh, and there's fear of missing out. Okay. So they're not going to grow the Curator here. Interesting. One would have assumed that they would consider that, but they did not. Ooh, okay. So we just go double Pride Mage here, I guess? Alright, well, this is where we start getting some big bodies. No attacks. Come on, untap land. Because then next turn we just have a really big dumb attack. Plus, all of our stuff have lifelink too, right? Yeah. Oh no, yeah, all our gets +1/+1 and lifelink. So then the Pride Mates are super big. So I don't know, it feels like we're in a pretty reasonable spot against Delirium at the very least. Alright, so there's their third card type. Get rid of their fear of missing out so they can get... No, you already have an instant. Why would you take that one, opponent? There you go. Take that one. That's what you're looking for. I mean, even if they give that double strike, it's only 16, so we're not sweating it. Oh, I think they were trying to juice their fear of missing out and see if they could get 2 attacks out of their curator. What they don't know, though, is if they do this, they are risking us just attacking for lethal. I mean, with a big dumb attack. Well, we didn't get there, so that concern is not a thing. Let's go hunting. Well, there's a land. We kind of have to leave that because we have the caracal, so kind of is what it is. All right, let's let these hit. All right, those are going to grow again. Attack, attack. Do I want to lose? I don't really want to lose that. It's one of our life gainers here. Actually, though, if we kill this, even if they block the 2 big ones, they would take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Tagging with the Robos still seems kind of crazy, right? So let's say they block those, block this. They take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. It feels like they're incentivized to block the 6s here anyway, and 6 is already big enough. All right, do what you will. Yeah, that's enough. I mean, realistically, I could have attacked with everything, including a Rabo, because even if a Rabo got blocked by 1 and then one of these got blocked, there would still be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and the opponent's at 2. And we know we have a land for Caracal, plus we have a creature land. So, like, I probably could have done it and it would have been fine, but just played it safe there. Ultimately, same result. All right, let's do it. We have a fair amount of 2-mana things. We'll just have to hope to draw them. There's one of them. Oh, Vanguard wasn't dead. Surprising. All right, I'll attack and trade if you want to trade for that. Nope. All right, cool. Let's get a card. Oh, boy. All right. Well, I'm assuming they're going to be playing some type of sweeper, so we're going to have to be careful here. Probably going to be just play a Rabo, then we lose our team, and then we figure out what to do after that. But if it is, it is. Oh, poor Rabo's going to die. That's fair. All right. Wouldn't be shocked to lose our board here, but we did not. We did find a 5th land, which is good for later, I guess. Quick study. All right, they get 2 cards. Not committing anything else to the board here, because as the opponent gets lower in life, they're eventually going to have to pull the trigger on our creatures to get them off the table. Yeah. I'm not doing much if you ain't doing much. I was going to say, it had to come down sooner or later. Not a surprise. All right, they don't seem to have, or at least they didn't have the counter for the Squire. Doesn't mean they don't have burn spells to kill it, though. All right, now the Brotherhood's in. I'm just going to run this dude out. Reload the board. I mean, we got rid of 2 Brotherhoods in. I don't know how many they're playing. I assume Caracal's going to die anyway, though. Yeah, let's play Ajani and see what's up. I'm going to put a counter on one of the small cats, because I assume Caracal's just going to get dealt with. Okay. I should also just shoot my own thing there, honestly. I'm actually going to be willing to do this, so I can dig or pump some stuff later. A little bit aggressive, but I think they're just playing a spells deck. They don't have any permanents. I've decided that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I still have another get loss. But at some point, you're going to have to make a decision here, opponent. Are you willing to fire more things at our Ajani or no? You want to kill our 1/1?
Let me show you how to fight.
Alright, we'll try this. I'm just going to pay full value. See how they want to treat it. +1. Don't really need that. You want to kill it now? Makes sense. Would you like to proliferate and put some counters on my planeswalkers? I would not be sad about that. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Their deck is bounce and stuff, and then try to kill you with burn spells, I guess. Don't think I can figure. Ah, there he is. Good old Ral. That's what we need this other get lost for.
I hope you've got bottled lightning.
Cute. Authority of the Consoles, probably not particularly great here. Plus this up. Submit 0. I guess we'll try to kill this guy.
This is an unexpected outcome.
Okay. Ugh, and there's a Teferi. Alright. Well, with us drawing basically blanks for the last couple of turns, this should be exactly what the opponent needs. Yep, they don't want to get the poison counters from that Ajani. Alright, not the worst thing. Pretty strong, actually. Put a +1 on one of these. And we'll go looking. Oh gosh, man, Ajani hasn't hit anything. I could have also -3'd, which actually makes a little more sense here, because they kill the Caracal. I could have just made sure all of our creatures were at least 3/3. So I could put 2 on the small one and 1 on the bigger one. That actually would have been smarter, actually. I should have done that. Because I have another sleeper agent in hand anyway. Sure, into a Flood Maw. I lost a token. Yep, you got it.
Nice to see a familiar face.
All right, cool. We'll give that to them. They're all good. Yeah, we'll try. Duress. I got all critters, opponent. All critters. All cats. All kittens. Even. All felines. I think I'm just going to play Helpful Hunter as my early card here. Yeah, Bandit's Talent. Sure, you got it. Probably Caracal. We're just a ways away from that. Even though I do like having extra bodies, and that's always nice. I think we're going to go here. Ooh, Felidar Cub's not bad. I don't mind that. They're going digging. Sure. All right. Well, we have a lot of Arabos, I guess. Unfortunately, they're legendary, so if we have to discard something, probably those. But if not, we get to replace them. Shieldred. No friend. No friend. We're not signing up for such things. I'm going to go with this first. I want to hold on to a combination of these, so I have some big creatures post-sweeper or some crazy thing happening. If they go like land sweeper here, but we might just be in good shape. I don't know. Depends on how heavy of a discard deck they are. Yep, we got there. Easy peasy. Okay, yeah, this is probably all right. 2 mana thing, 3 mana thing, 4 mana thing, or possibly 3 mana thing, depending on how stuff lines up. All right, not bad. Oh, so this is like old school, I say old school, from like a couple seasons ago, Simic Cookies probably. Kind of cool. I think I'm just going to get in for 2 there. This is always the issue when you have to play an early Merrick's, though. Like, you really hope you don't need that color mana for other stuff. Alright, feel free to attack these. That's a real thing. Yuppers. We're going to do no blocks here. Oh, they found the mana they needed anyway. Alright, so we're going to get more cats. We're going to get the gain of life. We're going to leave up our get loss, so we have a couple of options. Attack, attack, attack. Yeah, that's fine. We can chump some stuff with this little 2/2 cat. That's fine. We are okay with that. We're not gaining a lot of life, but they're also gaining life too, so that makes it a little weird in some instances. Tough cookies. Alright, well, let's go ahead. Yeah, I just don't want them to gain the extra life. If they want to crew schooner and attack here, that's okay. Like, we can jump off with the 2/2. We ain't that worried about it. Or do we even want to? That's a real question. Yeah, we might as well. Might as well. Kind of looking for, I was about to say an untapped land there, but that didn't happen. We get 2 more bodies this way. Still looking for that untapped land. Would be great here. You know, that's not the worst thing, I suppose. How many creatures do we attack with here? Like, I guess this is what we're doing. I mean, this does give them a few favorable blocks. I mean... Oh, I actually messed up. I forgot they had the second schooner. They could have actually had a safe block for our Leonin Vanguard. I actually almost messed up there, y'all. That had potential to be pretty serious. Alright, Zoetic Glyph, you got it. Yep. Sounds great. I'm probably just blocking this thing. Alright, that's a little bit of something that might help. Man, I just needed an extra land this whole time. I'm just like, give me a chance to play 2 spells in a turn. And we'd have been off to the races. Even being able to just run this Ajani out, I guess we could do that. It's a little lame, but I mean, we can. I mean, they might want to, like, exile a Rabo here. Which would do us a favor to let us play another one. Sure, we're about it. And it gives us another mana. So even better, if we can find an untapped land to play a Rabo and a Get Lost, would be great. Wouldn't hate that at all. Yep, you got it. Actually, question is, should I just kill something now with the Get Lost? Like, I wonder if that's a real thing I should even be worried about right now. And then just play the other Arabo. That might be the best play here. Let's go ahead and kill this so they don't end up just getting a bunch of cards next turn. Oh wait, the opponent also doesn't have anything untapped here. I just realized that. We didn't even have to waste that, because they just die next turn, right? This would go up 2, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 1 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, they're just dead. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 coming through. Yeah, we don't block anything. Yeah, they have no mana, no nothing. Oh, well, we have the land show up when it doesn't matter. I guess technically we could also attack with the Restless Spray. No, we'd be short one. Yeah, we have to do it with the Rabo. Yep. Yep, GG's. Nice. Okie dokie, let's make it happen. No, don't kill my Lynn and Vanguard. Leave it alone. Yeah, not blocking. Not that interested. I have a feeling this Primate's dead, but that's alright. We know what's going on. Oh, they didn't want to attack there. So now we're in kind of an interesting situation of, do we take the 2 mana hit and put counters on Vanguard and Pridemate? You know what? I kind of want to. I think I'm gonna. Not a thing you'd normally do against the aggro deck, because you don't want to take... Oh, I can't, though, because I made it too small. I forgot. I totally forgot. That is a boneheaded play. I was... Forgot when you pay the 2, you take 2 off of the loyalty. And I know better. I know better. I just wasn't thinking. Brain turned off for a second. Though that being said, they still might attack Ajani, and that wouldn't be the worst thing. Because they can play this. Oh, they're going to kill that and then attack Ajani. That's fine. They might also, like, rage through. Either way, I'm not going to block anything that's going toward Ajani. I'm just going to let it be. It's not the market we're trying to be in. Wow, just straight up ignoring Ajani. Must be like a lightning strike for him or something. Okay, a Boros Charm. That makes sense. Because I was like, that's bold to just say, like, you're just going to let it sit there and not do anything. I was about to get really wild. Okay. Go to the attack step. I think I want to just attack for 2 here, and at least leave stuff back that discourages the opponent from attacking. Also, randomly, we could sack Felidar Cub to remove the trampling +1/+1 from a rage if that were to happen. Not a thing that's going to come up often, but something to be aware of. But this is also suspicious that I left creatures back. I left 2 mana open. So I'm sure the opponent's got a bunch of stuff they can play around here. And with them playing Boros Charm, their stuff could get indestructible. Which is going to be a bit unfortunate for our Get Lost. Doesn't matter if they put us to the test about it. Yeah, you got it. Oh, they're going to shoot our Pride Mate. Nope, just shooting us. Yeah, alright. That seems legit, I guess. Interesting they weren't attempting to attack with Swift Spear here, if this was the plan. Alright, now we'll kill it. Like, got a little greedy, but that's what you need them to do every once in a while. Alright, so that turned out about as well as possible for us. Attack. Get in what we can. Yep, that'll do it. The interesting thing is that we were right. They did have another Boros Charm. So that could have been bad for us in the wrong scenario there, but it just worked out. I'm going to mulligan. It's just not aggressive enough in this situation. Let's keep it. And put back one of the sleeper agents. Alright. Don't think it's quite time to run a Pride Mate out. Okay. Let's attack with the cat. Attack with the cat. Actually, you know what? That's bad. I should have done this first. If I have our 1 mana dude on top, I just missed a point of life. Okay, I didn't. Though a third helpful hunter is not really what we were aiming for here. Wasn't on the bingo card, as they say. Sure, no blocks. You got it. Ugh, gross. Alright, well, I'll assume sweeper of some kind's coming next turn. We drew very, very poorly here. I mean, we did mulligan, but, you know, you would hope there would be something else here. No such luck, though. Now, this is nice, because we could play the Cub and then get all our stuff back. And that's pretty sweet. I don't hate that. Assuming they don't just have a sweeper, because, you know, you don't want to sack and then lose all your stuff anyway. That's just a bad time. No! I was hoping they didn't have it. Alright, well. You got it, you got it. Maybe I should have just played a Pride Mate there or something. Oh no, they had Enduring Courage here. Sweet. Okay. So we take 5. We're only getting 2 creatures back though, right? Trying to think, like, is there a way we don't die next turn? There's a lot of crazy stuff that can happen here. But if nothing else, we at least get to dig. Maybe find some Get Lost or something. Oh, but I forgot. They re-enter the battlefield, so we get the extra counters from Arabo. Ooh. Alright. So we can Ajani to put counters. We can do... Oh, wait. Actually, if we just do this, are they dead? Block 3, take 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. Yeah, that's it. Get in there. Way to go, Felidar Cub. MVP of this game. And we had a bad draw, too. We didn't do much of anything. We effectively won this game with 2 real attack steps. Yeah, let's keep it. Alright, I wish we were on the play against something that's going to probably ramp up ahead of us, but what does that to make the do? Oh, wait, what? A turn 2 line of Ralph. I've been in that spot. Never exciting. So now we have a weird spot. Opponent's playing mono green. Do I just, like, leave up, get lost to kill something? I guess I'll at least do this. With my luck, it's just going to get hit by a fight spell. 4 mana gets you a lot of things. Archdruid. I was thinking I might want to just kill an Archdruid, so that kind of works. 1 mana cat, please. Nope, no such luck. Alright, well, we'll kill an Archdruid. Don't love it, but we kind of got to do that or we fall too far behind. Probably have another elf lord of some sort, I imagine. Yep, there's one of them right there. And another one? Oh, Dwynen's Elite. That's pretty good. Alright. Well, that's handy. Let's do this and draw a card. See if we find something else helpful. No, Felidar Cub. I guess I'm just going to pass. Man, this is tough. Even if we were on the play... Well, if we were on the play, we'd definitely be a little bit better off. But, yeah, being on the draw here against Elves is pretty tough. Especially against mono green Elves, where they just have tons of things that are going to pump their whole board. This turn could get away from us, really, depending on what they have. Ugh. I sadly, I have to waste this here. I don't want to. But the logic is that this is the only thing I'm going to have that possibly fights anything. Oh, and they have the Death Toucher with Reach. Bruh. That was as bad as that could have been, honestly. It would have been hard for there to be a worse card for us. Okay, let's play this. Get us a card. I mean, we do have a Ajani that maybe helps us get out of trouble later. Alright, no attacks. We've at least somewhat stabilized, assuming they don't get a big Genesis wave or something on the next couple turns. Ooh, Overrun's juicy. That's probably gonna do it. That's probably gonna do it. I mean, I could trade for a Leaf Crown Elder and we go to... we'd have to chump block something else. Alright, so if we block Leaf Crown Elder, at the end of combat, everything goes down 1. So we'd still have to put 4 on something to kill it? That's hurtful. I guess we'll do it, though. Yeah, don't love it, but feels like what we gotta do to not be dead. Alright. Ooh, Arabo, you alright? Actually, I almost did this in the wrong order. I was going to cost ourselves a creature. Then go here and get us 2 more bodies. So we could at least survive an overrun, if that were to come through. We could double block 1... Oh, Tyvar. Okay, well that's going to be a different problem, since they have the mana to pump. But we should be okay here. We should be okay. Man, I don't know if we're going to make it to the finish line here, but I'm at least glad we're putting up a fight under the circumstances, you know? Yep, they're going to go digging for something better here. Probably like an Elf Lord or another Overrun or something. Yep. Makes me wonder what that last card is. It's obviously not a cheap elf or they would have played it. Because there's a point where they had 3 more mana available and they didn't use it. So it could be another land, potentially. Yeah, Pump, I would gladly trade if you want to trade. You can have a Felidar Cub, friend. Okay, so if I play this, I can't play Ajani. I mean, I guess I could and go to 1, but that's living dangerously. But I could do that, and plus... Oh, no, I have enough. What do you think? Oh, I thought I had 1 less mana. I have 6, actually. So we can do both of these. For some reason, I thought we had 5. I could also consider just making some of my team bigger here, since I already know what I want to play. So what if we made like this a 4/4, this a 3/3/3/3? Wouldn't be opposed to that. Then it makes our blocks a little bit better. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll go ahead and play this. I mean, because at this point, we're just trying to go wide and just suck up as much damage as we can. No attacks. Caracal off the top would be pretty big, because then we can even just attack, and if they chump some things, we're at least gaining life, and that has real value. Especially when we're at 3, and your opponent's playing overruns. Alright, found a land. I mean, to be fair, they have hit quite a few spells in a row. Alright, is that another creature in hand? Looks like it was indeed another creature in hand, and it's the Death Toucher. Which is unfortunate when they're playing Trample's Overrun, because Trample and Death Touch is a really good combo to finish somebody when they're at low life. Okay, let's go hunting. Let's find a Caracal. Put it in hand. I'm trying to will it into being. If we think it, it'll happen. Is that what they tell you? What do they call it? Manifesting? Oh, well, that's something. Let's do this. Make 2 more bodies. I think I'm going to go ahead and play this one. Pay the full price. I think I'm going to put counters on stuff again. I don't even know if that matters, because part of it feels like if they just have Overrun, we're just going to get wrecked. But let's try anyway. Let's go make you a 4/4, you a 4/4, and you a 4/4. No attack. So at least as it stands, we could chump block a lot of damage, but they could also just overrun here and we just hate life. The other part of it is, too, they could just use Tyvar and everybody's going to get +5. So then we have to chump block everything across the board. Which is an awful feeling, but we just won't have a choice. And they might be considering that. The thing will just be how much do they commit, because if they tap everything, then they can't, and attack with everything, they won't be able to protect Tyvar if we were to get something to get rid of him. Yep, looks like they're going to go for it, though. It's not the worst plan by any stretch. I do not blame them one bit. Yep, I would consider something similar. So here I think our plan might be block there. And then just 1/1/1/1 the rest of the way. Oops, block there, I think. Yeah, don't love it, but really this feels like Caracal or no here. Ooh, are they going to let us keep our... Alright, we get to keep Pridemate, so there's options. Come on, find something. Even another Arabo would be fine here. You know what? That'll be something. Let's find a 1 or a 2 mana Deuter here. Come on, deck. I know you got it in you. Oh, I guess you didn't. I believed too much. I had faith where there needed to be none. All right. So what happens here? You use Tyvar again. We block 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I mean, we're gonna try. If we can survive this, if they all out attack again, then we can attack back with a Restless Prairie, Squire. Maybe that's enough. Well, and the 2 Pride Mates. Alright, that makes sense. Yeah, they can't attack with more than 3 things here, or else they risk just dying. Even if there's a fight spell in hand. So maybe we're okay? Yeah, that's fine. Like we knew that was a possibility, so that's whatever. Because having to tap that means exactly. Now we just jump block and they're just dead. Because none of these have trample. Whoo. You know what? You win one where Elves have a decent start and get an overrun? Bruh, we ain't gonna complain about that. I mean, I'll go hunting just for sport. Sure. Alright. Let's get in there. I don't know how, but cat speed Elves on this day. Man. Tough one. Alright, so I'm not really sure if we want to replace the Get Lost with Shelter by Ghosts. I like the fact that it's instant speed. That came in handy a couple of times, even in this video. Yeah, you give them an artifact. They could possibly pump their creatures. And it doesn't give you the life gain. Like, I get all that. But also, if they get rid of the thing you have it on, sometimes you're just in a really bad situation with Sheltered by Ghosts. Like, it's a good card. Don't get me wrong, we play it in a lot of decks. But I felt like here Get Lost actually worked out okay. If anything, the question is, do we want to keep 3 Ajani sleeper agents? Part of me says yes, I think we do. But I started thinking, like, are there other things we'd be okay playing here as well? And I don't know. I do like the fact that it digs for cards, which is what we use it for more often than not. But against the Elf deck, because we actually put counters on things, it gave us a chance to double block, do some things we couldn't have done otherwise. So I did dig that. I was thinking about other cats, though, and things we're going to play. If we wanted an excuse to play a little more green, there are some things like Kutzel, which is pretty cool. Your opponent can't cast spells on your turn, so they can't flash stuff in. They can't, like, instant speed kill your creatures, whatever, which is pretty nice. And then if something that has greater power than its base power deals damage to your opponent, you get to draw a card, which ultimately, because of Arabo, the 2 Ajanis, the Pride Mate, whatever, you do have a chance to draw some extra cards. So I think that's a reasonable choice. There's also Sovereign Okenek Ohau is another one where you have 4 mana, which is what we were paying for Ajani most of the time anyway. It does have Ward 2, and then when we attack, anything that has counters basically doubles the number of counters that they have, right? So that's actually pretty cool too. So, I don't know. This is a real tough one. Oh, by the way, it doesn't, like, it doubles the first time, then after that, you're putting counters equal to the difference of its regular power plus the counters, and, you know, it's a whole thing. But this could be a good inclusion in this deck. I would say if you don't have 4 Johnnies already, I would consider playing Sovereign Ohau. I think this could be reasonable, and it's a 3/4 body, right? It's not like it's nothing. And you get to attack, pump your team, and start causing problems for your opponent. So could be a realistic solution. Also really fun if you already have a couple of counters on the Squire, and then you go to attack, and the Squire's attacking as like a 10 power creature or something. Like, that's kind of wild too. But remember, if you do play this, it has to attack in order to trigger the other stuff. So you do have to put it at risk, which is one of the concerns. But yeah, overall, didn't mind this. It did what we wanted it to. I will tell you, I just quick conceded a game against a toxic deck that I assumed we just lose that matchup and it wasn't going to make for a good video. So, you know, there is that, just for transparency's sake. But overall, this is actually pretty fun. We got to use all the cards in the deck. They all did what we wanted them to. I mean, I guess there's another option here now that I'm thinking about it. If you want to cut Ajani, you could play an extra Regal Caracal. I think that's fine. But at least playing the green, we're getting the use out of the Restless Prairie, and it's not just for Ajani. So I think we have a lot of stuff going for us in this build, even with the multi-lands. And except for once, I think, where the Prairie came into play tapped, it didn't really affect us too much overall, which is pretty nice. But I will say this about the lands, and this is something I noticed while we were playing. I put Hushwood Verge in here, but then realized that we don't actually want a lot of Hushwood Verge, because if we draw those alongside like the one forest, then we actually can't. Well, I guess we'd be able to have white later, but yeah, if you get multiple Hushwood Verges, they're green and not white, and that's a little bit of a concern. So I think I'm going to cut 2 of those. I'm going to play 2 Brushland in those spots, and I think that will be better for what we're trying to do. But yeah, if you want to give this a shot, here's 2 Authority of Console, 4 Leon and Vanguard, 4 Johnny's Pridemate, 3 Felidar Cub, 4 Get Lost, 4 Helpful Hunter, 4 Sky Knight Squire, 2 Ajani Caller of the Pride, 4 Rabo the First Fang, 3 Ajani Sleeper Agent, 3 Regal Caracal, 11 Plains, 1 Force, 2 Brushland, 2 Hushwood Verge, 4 Rays of Arch Thicket, and 3 Restless Prairie. But yeah, this is kind of the opposite of the deck we played the other day. That was a Japanese deck that top 8'd. It was Golgari, and honestly, we didn't even lose a game with that deck. Like, seriously, if that's your jam, you should check that out. Especially if you want to see us win games with Hideous Robbery or whatever the way that went down. But that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.